Today we're going to make Alfredo. The ingredients you're going to need are Parmesan, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, butter, pasta. The forks and plates are optional, and some food to cook with. It's generally pretty cheap. For me to make this entire meal for the whole class, it was only $18. So you're going to start by setting your stove to high and boiling some water. You're going to salt it because it'll make the pasta taste better and it'll make the water boil quicker. Then you're on a low pan. You're going to start by melting some butter. I'm using 4 sticks. Use 1 stick for one serving or a couple servings for basically 1 box of pasta. You're going to let it melt. Then once it's completely melted, you're going to add half a stick of plain cream cheese. For both the butter and the cream cheese, it's a lot easier for them to melt if you break them apart like this. They melt so much quicker. Make sure that you continue to mix around on even lower setting because that cream cheese is going to take longer to melt. But make sure you keep stirring so none of that butter burns and none of that cheese gets sticky. Once your pasta water starts boiling, you're going to turn on a fan so that all that steam gets soaked up, and you're basically just going to dump the pasta in there. As it boils, it's going to get thinner and thinner. It'll slide itself into the pan. While the pasta is cooking, you're going to begin to whisk your cream cheese and your butter together. While you mix your sauce, make sure that you continue to mix around that pasta so that none of it sticks to the bottom of the pan or it gets burnt. Once your sauce has reached a kind of curdly, you're going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. For this, I had to use 32 ounces. It was a lot, but I'm just quadrupling the recipe. Next, you're going to add Parmesan. You can generally add as much as you would like. It's going to make the sauce a little bit thicker and more cheesy. Generally, the rule of thumb is to have a 1-to-2 ratio of Parmesan to cream cheese, and you'll have more Parmesan. Continue to stir that pasta, making sure that all of it is getting evenly cooked. These are the seasoning I use. Make sure you only use a tiny, tiny bit of cinnamon. I'm going to add all of those into there. The cinnamon is just going to add a little bit of a kick, and the rest of it is going to be, pretty herby. The garlic is a little bit, I don't know. I just like the taste. Then to kind of cool down that cheesy flavor, I'm going to add half a cup of marinara sauce. It's going to add some tomato-y flavor and just make it overall better. Next, we're adding umami and paprika as our final step, and then mix it all together, and you have Alfredo pasta.